I can live forever.
Hey guys, so I just finished watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, starring Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, Emma Watson as Hermione Granger, Rupert Grint as Ron Weasley, Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort, Bill Nighy as the Minister of Magic, Helen McCrory as Narcissa Malfoy, Jason Isaacs as Lucius Malfoy, Tom Felton as Draco Malfoy, Michael Gambon as Dumbledore for a little while, Brendan Gleeson as Mad-Eye Moody, Domhnall Gleeson as Bill Weasley, fresh out of Star Wars, David Thewlis returning as Lupin, John Hurt, the late great, as Ollivander, and Rhys Ifans as Xenophilius Lovegood. Now, as you remember, the previous movie ended with Harry Potter, Hermione and Ron looking out at the horizon, contemplating their next move. They discovered that the secret of defeating Voldemort is collecting the Horcruxes, which are little pieces of his soul, and destroying them. Destroy them, he becomes mortal, and you can kill Voldemort. So they did find one of the Horcruxes in that previous movie, the Half-Blood Prince, a locket. Harry and Dumbledore go to a cave, and there's this fantastic scene in that movie where Dumbledore has to drink a potion that's poisoning him to get a hold of this locket, which turns out it was fake. Sirius Black's brother already had replaced it with a fake locket, so he does have the original Horcrux. He is in turn robbed by Mundungus, who is a bit of a street urchin and tries to sell his wares in Diagon Alley, and he in turn has his wares stolen by Dolores Umbridge. So she's the one that finally has that last Horcrux, and the guys have to go and get it from her. But the movie starts off with an amazing scene at the beginning of the movie where the Order of the Phoenix turn up to move Harry from one location to another. Voldemort has actually found out through Snape's treachery. There is a scene where the Death Eaters and Voldemort are sitting at a table, and Voldemort is being a complete bastard. He's torturing and murdering our poor teacher in front of everyone, feeding her to his snake, Nagini. And it's quite a tense scene, kind of gets the movie going straight away. And then we cut to Harry Potter and the crew who are with the Order of the Phoenix. Now, they're all wanted. The Death Eaters are out in force trying to track down our heroes and kill them. Voldemort is on a mission to destroy all the witches and wizards and become the one true ruler of the world, apparently. So the movie starts off with everyone drinking some polyjuice potion, which turns them into Harry Potter. Really cool scene. And they shoot off into the night sky on their broomsticks. And there's a really awesome scene where the Order of the Phoenix are being attacked by the Death Eaters, and there's some amazing wand fights up in the night sky. All the clouds, there's lightning and thunder. It looks really nice, especially on the 4K. And then what happens? And they find seclusion near the Weasley abode. Bill Weasley has arrived, Domhnall Gleeson, and he's engaged to be married to Fleur Delacour, played by Clemence Posey. So to have some kind of normality, they decide to have a wedding. Things go bad then. We do meet some new characters as well. Rhys Ifans turns up as Luna Lovegood's father, and he's got a necklace which comes into play later on. The wedding party's soon attacked, and everyone is on the run again, and Harry, Hermione and Ron find themselves alone, isolated from everyone else. As the plot progresses, they do learn that they have to get into the Ministry of Magic because they've discovered that Dolores Umbridge does have this locket, which is one of the Horcruxes. So they fight their way in there. Polyjuice potion comes into play once again. They get the locket and then they're out of there. Once again, they're wanted. They're on the run. Then they find themselves in the forest, once again on their own, trying to figure out how to destroy the Horcrux. And then as the plot progresses once more, they learn that they need the Sword of Gryffindor, which has been left by Dumbledore to Harry. And that's the only thing that can destroy the Horcruxes. So the movie is long. It's 2.5 hours. There's a lot of story to jam-pack into this thing, divided into 2 movies, one massive book. Yeah, it's really quite a masterful piece of cinema delivered to us once again by the incredible David Yates, directing and giving us some fantastic entertainment. I was so caught up on what I was going to say. The scenes in the 4K HDR in this movie to look out for are the Ministry of Magic. A lot of the sets in this scene have got black tiles, which are just absolutely beautiful with the crisp, clean blacks, and all the gold fixtures and architecture through the whole ministry is just eye-popping stuff. It really looks quite very nice. There's some film grain on this one as well, so it does have that nice filmic look. Once again, the magic, lightning bolts, all that kind of stuff really shine a lot in this movie. Although it is very gloomy, this is a dark kind of film, both in tone and in look. So our heroes are pretty much downtrodden. The ending's very downbeat. We do have some casualties from the Order of the Phoenix. We lose Moody pretty much at the beginning of the film off camera, and then we lose Dobby, the house elf, who makes a very welcome return and plays the hero for a really nice scene at the end of the film, but then unfortunately we lose him as well. But there's so much character developing in this film. Like the Horcrux, the locket the team find acts a lot like the ring in The Lord of the Rings. That whoever is wearing it finds themselves to be corrupted and start to be mean and a touch evil whenever they're wearing it. Harry Potter's wearing it at one point and he's saying some narky stuff, and Hermione realizes right away and gets him to take it off, and then they give it to Ron and he wears it for a while, and he ends up getting really jealous of Hermione and Harry's time together, and they end up having a big fight and he takes off. So we do have just Hermione and Harry on their own trying to find a way to get the Sword of Gryffindor so they can destroy these Horcruxes. They do end up at Godric's Hollow for a little while, where Harry can visit his parents' grave and see the house where they died in. Nagini turns up in disguise and nearly kills them. They get away. And then they discovered when they get back to their hideout, Harry learns through a patroness charm. We don't know who is sent this. It's in the shape of a doe, and finds the Sword of Gryffindor, which was in Bellatrix Lestrange's vault. It has somehow been removed from there, and it's now at the bottom of a frozen pond. Harry dives in to get it, is rescued by Ron, who wonderfully turns back up as he's starting to drown underneath the water. The Horcrux, the locket around his neck, as soon as it's near the sword, starts freaking out and starts dragging him away from the sword, but not out of the water, and it's just an icy barricade. He's stuck, he starts drowning. Ron dives in to save him. Really nice. So after a nice little scene where they open up the locket, and Voldemort, in a big, massive black cloud of gooey awfulness, is trying to corrupt Ron and is just tormenting him with images of Harry and Hermione kissing and being really horrible and evil. Ron saves the day and destroys one of the Horcruxes. So the film is full of wonderful performances. Once again, there's just so many wonderful English actors and actresses all the way through this, and everyone has got a really nice moment to shine. Ralph Fiennes is menacing as hell as Voldemort. He's not in this a lot. He kind of just bookends the beginning and the ending of the movie and appears throughout the film a little bit. We've got the mention of Grindelwald, so he is going to be a player in the Fantastic Beasts series later on, played by Johnny Depp, but he does get a mention in this one. The 4K HDR, like I said, yeah, the movie scrubs up really nicely. That filmy grain is there, so if you're a bit of a grain hater, you're not going to really be loving it too much. But the film itself is beautiful to look at. Inky blacks and the nice reds of Ron's hair and all the magic spells, really nice. But those inky blacks, like I said, is a really gloomy film. Crystal clear in that regard, really nice. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking into my channel. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Such a stretch of imagination was held in chains, but now I'm free. I'm hanging in there, don't you see? This princess of elimination, the train that goes to the kingdom where happy moments.